All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is in the heavyweight division. This bout is brought to you by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell. First, please welcome to the cage, Sam Mcalpin.
Back here cage side, Knoxville, it's Apex Fights 12. Back porch on the Creek Amphitheater. And we've got a great bout for you. It's the heavyweights 265, always bringing the entertainment, as Sam Mcalpin, who is 3-4 in his career, an independent fighter out of Rainsville, Alabama, taking on Billy Swanson, who was a late sub in this fight out of the MMA Institute in Dayton, Tennessee. Doug Williams, active Valor Fights fighter that is making the move from the amateurs to the pros. And Doug, what do you think about this matchup with these heavyweights?
I think that this is going to be a pretty exciting bout. You know, they both seem to be heavy-handed. Both have plenty of experience coming into this fight. We're two completely different weight categories, you know, featherweight to heavyweight. But, you know, Billy Swanson coming out of MMA Institute, I just fought, you know, David Mang from MMA Institute. He's been training there a little bit, so they said. And he's ready, man. I think Billy Swanson's trained good. Sam and both. It's going to be a killer fight.
And Sam Mcalpin has fought exclusively in Alabama, is a brawler and coming out blazing. And he is going to have his hands full with Billy Swanson, who's on a nice roll. Boy, Nick, not too long ago, just a few weeks ago, in fact, we saw a shocker to a lot of people as Billy Swanson beat Ben Rowland, previously undefeated. That got a lot of people's attention, and Billy Swanson stepping in. Back to Jennifer.
And his opponent making his way to the cage, please welcome Billy Swanson.
So here's Billy Swanson, who's stepping in on short notice and trained a terrific camp at the MMA Institute in Dayton, Tennessee. Billy Swanson is 3-1, and Billy Swanson has won his last fight over Ben Rowland. That was at Valor Fights 36. As we take a look at the tail of the tape with the heavyweights, Sam Mcalpin with the advantage in terms of fights, but the better record is to Swanson. Both of them pretty young, as Swanson 1 year younger than Mcalpin. And then the height difference is Swanson 2 inches taller. But look at the weight, guys.
As we look at this weight difference, I can tell Nick and me both have this experience. That's a 60-pound gap, and me and Nick have both jumped from featherweight to lightweight, and 10 pounds makes a difference. I couldn't imagine what 60 pounds would make.
Man, that's ridiculous. Like, so big. That's like it's like fighting I guess an out of shape, non-steroided Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's literally like a David and Goliath match with them both being the equal. Like, I don't know.
It's crazy. The heavyweight weight, you know, it's just crazy because it goes from 225 to 265. So there's such a big gap there. Or my bad.
205. Not wrestling.
Light heavyweight. Light
yeah.
heavyweight is 205. Heavyweight is 225 to 265.
And that's ridiculous.
And there's just a huge gap. But I mean, at that point, it's kind of hard to separate big guys, you know. It's like once you get past that certain weight, it's like, all right, all y'all are in one class. Like,
and it's hard to differentiate, you know, their muscle composure to their actual, you know, body fat composure, which is why they have such a wide range.
All right, Swanson's in the cage. We go back there. Here's Jennifer.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Hogs red corner, he weighed in at 209 pounds. Holds a record of 3 wins with 4 losses, and fights out of Rainsville, Alabama, Sam Mcalpin. And his opponent across the cage to my right, he weighed in at 267 pounds, holds a record of 3 wins with 1 loss, and fights out of MMA Institute in Dayton, Tennessee, Billy Swanson. Your referee when the action begins is Jason King.
This is going to be a good one.
Heavyweight bout presented by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell. Sam Mcalpin in the red trunks, Billy Swanson in the dark blue trunks. Huge weight advantage for Billy Swanson. He's coming off of a big win over Ben Rowland, and Swanson can move for his size.
Wow. Both of them came out really relaxed, and he landed that leg kick that just almost buckled him.
And just as I assume, the wrestling just kicks right in naturally, and it looks to be a big favor already for Billy Swanson.
Yeah.
He's already got full mount.
The trip looks so easy. He's holding that position.
That's great. He's got a great position. He's going to ride it. He's going to flow with it and turn over into side control.
Billy Swanson, now a wrestling coach at Saudi Daisy, a standout wrestler trained by Jesse Grun and Jeremiah Gurley.
For their size and everything, for how big that man is, that transition, I mean, I know it was a simple, basic transition, but it was like, wow, you normally don't see big guys.
Very smooth, very smooth.
Yeah, I mentioned when in the rolling fight, he can move for
Yeah.
his size.
Right.
He's very impressive.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
It's over.
And a quick submission, that key
Wow.
lock. That key lock locked it down.
Wow, man,
got
I
the
didn't even
submission.
see that coming. I was,
that
I looked
just
away for a
shows-
split second, and there it was, boom.
That shows how he used his wrestling to transition to his jiu-jitsu, that solid positioning he got, and was able to lock down that submission and get it over with.
Yeah, he's,
And now he's trash talking.
Oh,
man.
that you never like to see that.
Yeah,
you never
that's-
like to see that.
That's just unprofessional, you know, that's,
But they say humility, humility will make a fighter, and that comes
you know, I
comes
mean, yeah,
from-
it sells fights and everything, but it's just,
But still, it's not Conor
Sometimes-
McGregor. You're amateur learning.
Yeah.
You don't need to jump out there, and you're not making millions. You're just
Yeah.
here to have a good time.
absolutely. You know, we don't know what was said out, you know, from the crowd or what was done either, so, you know.
There's a lot more behind the scenes, but at the time, you gotta hold
Yeah.
yourself to a respectable level.
Yeah, you got to keep the temperature down.
Yeah.
You don't want things to escalate
Yeah,
later. Or
Yeah,
anything like
my
that.
fight with Stephen Hagg, you know, I had people booing me. You know, they didn't think I won the fight or whatever. So, walk through. Oh, there it is. He hit the key, right? It was a key lock, right?
That's like when I went down to David Mang and fought, him in Cleveland. I was in his hometown. Nobody liked me there, but still shook his hand and sat there. And you earn their respect that way.
It's professionalism, you know.
You earn that
That's
respect.
Yeah, and you see Chandler Cole, who did the announcing for some of our earlier fights here at Apex Fights 12 in the corner of Billy Swanson, and it'll be a learning experience for him. But the kid is young in his career, and in just the last couple of events at Valor Fights has picked up 2 really good wins, one over Ben Rowland and now this one over Sam Mcalpin, and he's bumped his record up now to 4-1. All right, here is the announcement of our winner. Here is Jennifer.
Your referee stops this fight at 55 seconds into the first round. For your winner via Americana submission, out of the OEB blue corner, Billy Swanson.